Hello guys, Kelly here again. So, just got my new quarantine tank is what I'm going to be using this for. It's a Juwel Primo 70 as it says. It's an all-inclusive LED set as it also says. So it comes with the filter, which I'm not expecting too much from, but it'll do the job when I've put decent media in. It comes with an heater, what goes in it. It's very similar to the standard Juwel ones, but in these, I think the 60 and the 70 don't have the actual standard Juwel one in. They've got like a little one what's on suckers. But yeah, and it comes with LED lighting. So I'm going to open it up and we'll have a look. Right, so there's the little beastie there. I'm annoyed that it's got stickers on it. I'm hoping they come off quite easy because that's just tedious otherwise. But the tank itself is 61 centimetres long, 31 wide and 44 tall. Means it's 70 litres, and as you can see it's on a floating base, which is good, so you technically don't need polystyrene or matting of any description underneath. As long as you've got a nice decent flat surface, it'll be right, because I say the base is floating. So I'm going to have a look at some of the other gear now. I'm just going to move that to the side and we'll crack on. Okay, so what we're looking at is the BioFlow 1, which is apparently for an 80 litre tank, so it's only, something I look how it's got the things on the side. So it's only 300 litres an hour, only uses 4 watts, and it's just a little beast, so I'm just going to unbox it for you. So, that's easy. Got a little cleaning brush, if you can see, a Venturi and some suckers. Oh yeah, to keep it clean, that's what it's showing you there. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little bit of instructions how to use a little brush to clean your pump. Talking of the pump. Oh no, not talking of the pump. Talking of the heater, there's a little Juwel aqua heater, 50 watts. It'll do the job. Tiny little thing. And then here's the little beastie. I was mentioning what else in. Loads of business in there. Right, so I'm just going to sling that at the back. I've got a CD or a DVD because it's a DVD because who's even doing that? Talking about T5 lighting and some products. I don't even know what that says. Oh, that's what you get. Bit and sand and said to me, whatever that says. I assume it's some sort of bill or something, guarantee or some stuff. And then basically a little bit of instructions on it. Bin in it. I don't know what that is. Get a little spanner to take your take the housing off the impeller, which I'll do in a minute, maybe. So. Trying to wrap it all to bits, so we'll see how it's going. Right, so yeah, can we see this? So this is the top rig, where if you've got the heater in, so you've got your heater there, so you can do your heaters. That's your pump. That just pops out, and I'm not going to take the heater back out because why would I bother? So yeah, your little pump, just a little 300 litre an hour Juwel pump. Never had bother with Juwel pumps in the past. I've had a couple of Juwel tanks. I've had a Lido and a Rio. Yeah, look, there's. So, cool, yeah. So, that little spanner thing you get, I mean, any pair of pliers or mole grips will do it. You just put it on there like so, and then you can twist, and out comes all your impeller and everything. And then back on she goes. Yeah, so I mean, that's it, fair enough. It'll do. It makes it easy, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm just going to pop that back in there. So the actual filter boxy bit, that's where your little suckers out of this bag will go, so you can stick it on the glass. And it just comes with a couple of bits of medium sponge. Just 2 bits of medium sponge, which is, I mean, it'll do the job, but now is it really? So my goal is I'll keep a bit of the medium and cut it in half. I'll put a bit of coarse in as well. I'll have coarse, medium, and then maybe a poly pad in this little box. and then all thin. I don't need like big lumps like this, that's ridiculous. Probably an inch if tops, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And then I'll put biomedia out me big sump in, so I'll put some biome in or some Cyperax or something like, just something what I've got lying about the top. And this will be quite a good little filter, I think, for the size of the tank for a quarantine. Because looking at it, I can fill the rest of it up with biomedia. I mean the what's it called, the heater isn't taking up much space in there, so actually I can probably get quite a lot of. I'm just looking at how it sucks water in, so it's sucking it in through this side. So you probably have a pad on this bit, so it sucks it in through there, and then maybe just fill the entire rest up with biomedia. Yeah, so looking at that, looking at how that's going to work, some will come in on the top piece, so it's like a skimmer, but the majority is going to be getting sucked in through here to go through the heater. So yeah, just put a pad down here, and then I'm literally going to fill the rest of this up with biomedia. Looking at it, and it'll do the job. 'Cause it ain't going to get grafted. I say it's a quarantine tank. It's pretty straightforward. Let's have an up and a upper of this. Oh, it's so slippery. Let me now get a knife on it. So these little beasties, get in, they go in there, and then, sorry, I'll be with you in a sec. I'm just trying not to break it all. I'm a bastard for it. Oh, these are going to cause me a lot of issues, aren't they? Because I'm real heavy-handed. But I'm trying not to be. Oh, you're just looking at nothing and hearing me struggle. Oh yeah, I've got one in. So yeah, you basically put them through them holes, and then that'll stick to your glass, like so. And it doesn't take up much room. I mean, even in this little tank, so I'm just going to spin it. I mean, if you think about it, just put it like that, it doesn't take up much room. I've got an hang on the back, which I was going to use, and still might. But actually, that's just going to be easy, especially with the hood, which we'll have a look at now. I'm just going to pause again to get this stuff out of the way. And as I say, I'm going to set it up in the next day or so I'll show you it running. And I'm going to get some new fish for my big tank and quarantine them in. So, won't be a sec. Sorry, just before we carry on, there is a little Venturi attachment. So if you want it throwing bubbles into your tank, you've got this. Now that is adjustable, so you can pull as much air in as you like, and that just fits over the top of there. And now that little beast will throw bubbles across your aquarium. So some people like it, some people don't, but it's for the size of the tank, this and the 60, you can actually do a lot with that. I mean, the only downside of it is because it's pulling in through here, the amount of space you've actually got for mechanical, if you want to maximise it, is you're only going to be able to put like a pad across there. So I'm going to put I might put like a medium foam. I mean, you'll have to clean it now and again, but cleaning it's this, and then take it out. So it's, it's really easy, just so I can fill this entire compartment with like a litre of decent biomedia. I might put some little stuff in, so like bio gravel, biome from Pond Guru, something like that. Bio gravel would be good in there. So would Cyperax Mini, I think they do one. But yeah, I like the bio gravel. I'd probably go with that. So, right. And I actually do like the fact they give you little brushes to clean your impeller compartment, and they do give you a tool, even though, at the end of the day, I've got, as you maybe saw, I've got a tool shelf above this, and it's just got loads of Morleys on. You could get it with Morleys, but for people who aren't, that's a nice little bit of kit. Right, now we're moving on to the hood. So we're going to start with the hood, right? It's got a feed-in flap and the Juwel logo. The feed-in flap, if you lift it up, it's got the cutout for the Juwel auto feeder. They come with a clip-in sort of tray bit that goes in there with an hole in, and then your feeder sits on. I have a couple of them. I don't rate them. They're okay. I've never had one actually keep its time, if you know what I mean. They don't have a timer on them as such. You basically switch, you put the batteries on, turn it on, you press a button, it feeds it then, and then every day it's meant to feed it at the same time. If you press it again, it'll feed it again. You can have like 2 feeds. I've always had it so it's fine, and then all of a sudden you hear it going off in the middle of the night. It's like, well, I never pressed it at that, and at some point it's thrown its hand in and lost its time, and you have to start again. So that might just be me. I've had 2 of them, and they've both done the same. So that might just be me. It could be a thing that I've just had 2 bad ones, but I'm not a big fan. Now, other than that, it's basic. It's quite a. It's to be fair, I was about to say it's a cheap lid. It is a cheap lid, but it's sturdy enough. It ain't gonna break unless you really stand. If you stand on it, you've knackered this, just so you know. But the same could be said for a lot of things. Now, I don't know if you can see, there is loads of little cutout bits, and sorry, we're just gonna go in a bit. So like little things, and these are for wires. Now, in theory, in this box next to it, which has got the light in, which we're going to look at in a sec, there should be some clips that go in there, and then that can hook your light on. So we're going to have a look at that now. So many bits and bobs. All this for quarantining fish here. But saves getting disease in your big tank, right? Yeah, so here we are. We are using it is the Juwel Novo Lux LED 60. Let's have a look, see here. So what do we have here? We have a power adapter, 3-pin plug for England. It's only actually a 2. Let's not mess about. That's a piece of plastic. it's not 3-car. It's 2-car in earthed. So yeah, standard pluggy. What we've got here. Then we have. So before we get to the light. They're those little clips that I was just talking about. So, in theory, you're dead. Right, that bag's getting tore open because I'm having a whinge. Yeah, so let me put a set of these on so you can have it further back or forward. So I'm just going to look at this before we look at the light. So now you can see I have attached a couple of clips, and that round LED light will just clip into them. So there's different positions for it, and then you've got cable management here. Not 100% sure what them ones are for. Oh no, you can have it even further down. There's just some random stuff over there. I don't know what that is, but yeah. So there's clips, so you can adjust the where the light goes. And then we have a reasonable size, standard. By the look of it, just white LED, daylight LED strip, which is fine, and it's got a little on and offer there. So no timer built in or out, but you won't expect it for this sort of what you'd class as a starter tank, but it's fine. That's a good little tank. I mean, for shrimps or for some small nano fish out major, that'll be a belting little tank. That do the job real well. So yeah, in theory, how am I going to do this? Just let me check what else is in here. Just some instructions, just the destructions. Oh, there's something else. There's some screws. Oh, there's 2 little screws. No idea what they're for. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I have. Them little screws, you can actually screw those into place. Them clips, look. They can be screwed in through that little hole. So you actually proper fix them instead of just pushing them in. So that will just click it in, because the cutout of the lid is over there. So let me clip this in. Oh, you bastard, get it. Yeah, so I mean, obviously that's movable. You can have it where you want. That's quite at the back. But yeah, that's just clipped in now and will come out if you pull it. But if you screw them in, them clips won't move. So yeah, there's just a little cheeky LED. I'm going to switch it on in a sec, so I won't be a minute. So there we have it. That's with the light on. Just a simple LED. There's just an on and off switch on the cable. That's the size of the filter, behind the brand of the year hate sticker that they seem to have put on to really wind me up. But I say, I've had Juwel tanks in the past. I've never had a bother with one, really. I've never had any issues. and it is what it is. I mean, it's just a little tank, and for me, for what it's going to be used for, is going to have probably 12 fish in it for a month at a time, while I have a look at them and just make sure they're okay to go into my big tank, make sure they're not displaying any signs of illness. And then once I've got 12 in, I'll probably get another 12, you know, do it like that. But I'll do it over a couple of months, and should be alright. I'm only planning, you know, the size of fish you get when you get them from the fish shops, with, you know, should be fine in there. I mean, it's 70 litres, and it's going to have a filter with loads of nice, good quality biomedia, and fully seeded biomedia in. So I've got some bits of decoration and stuff I'm just going to put in. I've got some fake plants that you might see in some of my other videos. I've got some little that there, little caves and stuff, you know, slave caves, just to give fish a bit of decoration, even when they've been quarantined, just so you can actually see a bit of better behaviour, make them a bit more relaxed. So I'm going to put some decent sized fake plants in. I'll go up to about here so they can add and stuff. You know, you want them, you don't want to stress them. You know, they're already stressed when you get them. I want to see them fit in. I want to see them, you know, sort themselves out, and we should be all right. But yeah, so that's your little hood thing, like the ghetto. Yeah, so it's only a little tank, 2 foot, be 1 foot, be 1.5 foot, near enough, you know what I mean? So 70 litres of water, that should do for what I want for now. I mean, don't get me wrong, the one thing I do like about the lid, is if I can show, is that cutout there. I don't know if you can see it. You should be able to see it unless my arm's in the way. Means if you want to put a canister on it, there's, you know, room to put a spray bar through it and an actual intake. So I've got 1 million canisters, but they're probably a bit too leery for this, for what I want. I'd probably be, if anything, I'd put my hang on that, you know, have it rimless, not because this isn't structural, that ain't doing you anything. You could just have it rimless or whatever, and just put the hang on the back on. But again, for the size of the tank, that little filter will be fine once it's filled up with gear. So there we have it. That's the Juwel. I'm just going to put this little decoration in, just so it looks a bit more interesting. Oh, I'm having myself over. Yeah, just a little cave in case I get a catfisher out, you know. There's quarantining cats. But yeah, just a little cave in there. A few bits of fake plants. It'll look alright. But yeah, as a little starter tank or something that you're just straightening that out a bit. Just like for me, quarantining, or if you want just small fish, that'll be a belting little tank. That Juwel, I say the quality of the actual silicone in and everything look pretty good. 5mm glass, floating base, so you don't need it sat on out, because as you can see, there's already the plastic base underneath. I mean, I had bought them that because I say I had some bother with Amazon and a tank that I ordered off them and just never came. I'd ordered a praline matte JBL one to go under the other one, because that was just a standard clear seal one with no floating base. But yeah, quite impressed. I'm going to get it set up later today, filled up with water, and I might even go and get some fish tomorrow, because I say it's going into the filter media will be solidly seeded because it's coming out my sump. So anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Right, so the stickers on the front, that one came off real easy, the big one. This one, I've been picking at it for about 10 minutes and got nowhere, and in the end I've had to get an actual scraper out for scraping like paint off glass. So that's a metal blade, risk scratching the tank just to get that started enough so that I could actually get that, which, look, it's starting to all come off, look. Absolute idiots. I might be able to get them though now. Oh god, they took so much getting. Look, there's marks all over it where, look, it just peels away. Look. Nothing, you just get little bits. So you have to actually get, I'm having to actually get this to start it, and hopefully not scratch the tank. But if this was going to be like a little display tank for me, I'd be actually livid now, proper livid, just because the people at Juwel are actual tits. So be wary of Juwel tanks. Belting tanks, really well made, but there's an idiot somewhere in the factory who thinks that's a good idea, sticking stickers on the glass of a fish tank. They need actually punching out. I'd like to choke one of them just a bit, not like, you know, fully kill him, you know, just a gentle choke, you know, like a friendly, I'd be talking to him and explaining why it was happening to him choke. Alright, thanks for watching, bye.